of those structures we work on now, which is well beyond the normal chiropractic.
Right. More than just snapping necks and cashing checks.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Cruisin with Zach. Can't even say it, easy for me to say. Today we have a very special guest, Dr. Mark Kemenosh from Kemenosh and Associates. Mark, welcome on the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah, happy to have you on this beautiful, dreary, cold New Jersey day. So real quick, tell people where your locations are.
Sure.
You have one in Summers Point, one in Haddonfield?
Yep, one in Haddonfield, one in Summers Point, one in Washington Township, brand new one in Mount Laurel, and headquarters is in Laurel Springs, really Blackwood.
Okay, gotcha.
So, spread across South Jersey.
All right, so if we did a word association game, and if you said chiropractor, I would naturally say back or
Correct.
something like that.
Right.
But you do so much more than just working on the back and the spine. Highlight some of the services that you provide.
I will do that, and I'll talk to you in a minute. First, I want to congratulate you on your wife being pregnant, or you having a third baby coming along.
Yeah, we went for the hat trick. So.
And secondly, she's going to get inducted into the South Jersey Hall of Fame for track and field.
Yeah.
Which is also pretty cool.
You know, when I was growing up, I thought that I was athletic. Little did I know that my wife was going to just trump everything that I've ever done athletically. And now with our son Gabe and Aubrey, I think I'm number 3 on the depth chart.
Anyway, so I wanted to get that out of the way, so I didn't. So I've been a chiropractor a long time, and I could say I was a neck and back guy for lots and lots of years. Mm-hmm. And then I found out about this active release, and it turned me into me and my associates into more sports docs. We're doing a lot of sports injuries, but we work with strains and sprains and all sorts of crazy stuff, like IT band problems, frozen shoulders, plantar fasciitis is a big one, or fasciitis. Mm-hmm. So anything with soft tissue, muscles, ligaments, any of those structures we work on now, which is well beyond the normal chiropractic.
Right. More than just snapping necks and cashing checks.
Yeah, exactly. that is a moniker in the profession. So it's called active release technique. Okay. And yeah, it goes across the board. It's a very sort of the gold standard of soft tissue work. Okay. And it's manual therapy, so we spend a lot of time with our patients. It's just not in and out. You don't just pull a ticket and you're out in a minute. It's a good 15, 20 minutes per session. Yeah, and
it's pretty intense.
Yes, very intense. So we tell people all good stuff about it. It's this, it's that, it can fix you, but it sort of hurts good when we do the therapy. We'll get in there pretty deep, break up scar tissue adhesions, and the other thing I think that's different than the other chiropractic, and I can say it because I practice that way, we try to fix problems really quick. Okay. With kids, which we have a lot of, that's like 4 visits usually fixes the problems, and with adults it's 8 to 10. Okay.
So I knew about your practice before, but our first time meeting was at that South Jersey Runners Banquet, because you worked with Alyssa Aldridge, Alexa Weber. Yep. So why are so many runners injury prone, and what are the most popular injuries that you're seeing?
Well, as I said before, we work on lots of kids, and Alyssa's state champion. I think we've had the active release is so important for these athletes. It goes from a sports injury to more of a prevention, recovery, and performance. Right. Which is, so Alyssa came in with certain, if I can use her name, but she came in with some injuries but continued on because what they see is that their times get better, they're running really well, they recover quicker, so that's what they come in for. Most of the kids across the board, runners, lacrosse, tennis, football, any sport, soccer, it's IT band is probably the number 1, pure formis would be number 2, and shin splints would probably be number 3. Okay. And we work on all those. Like for shin splints, I don't know that there's anything else that can fix them other than active release.
I gotcha. All right. So, what is it? KT tape.
KT tape.
What's that stand for? Kinesio
tape.
Kinesio tape.
Yes.
You see a lot of high-profile athletes using them, even in the high school level. Right. You see people wearing the tape. Right. Is that a placebo effect? What's stopping me from getting a roll of duct tape? and throwing it on my shoulder.
Well, it's interesting because I was just reading an article on fascia, because that's what we do, and the idea of the tape is to lift the skin just a little bit to get better fascial flow, or to have the fascia not get stuck. And what I mean by stuck is a lot of times fascial layers will get stuck together, they'll get adhesed, and the tape helps prevent that. Or a lot of times too, we'll have an athlete, let's say we have a kid with an IT band, we'll tape them after we work on it so they hold positions.
Okay.
All that being said, there's not a lot of research out there that's valid. But once the runners use it and they run a good race, let's say, they're gonna keep using it.
I gotcha.
For sure.
And you also work with orthotics.
Yes.
All right. Tell people about that.
We're not big on orthotics. I mean, we try to work on all our athletes without orthotics.
Okay.
And there's just certain ones. It may be their foot structure. It may be they don't have an arch, or maybe the sport that they're doing. I'll give you for instance in a minute. So we have some really good, inexpensive orthotics that we'll use, but we use them in a limited fashion. Everybody doesn't come in and get orthotics automatically.
Okay.
The story I was going to tell was...
Someone's honking at us.
See, we're getting distracted driving here.
I'm not distracted. This guy's flying. He's going 40 and a 35.
So we'll use... So, for instance, that was what it is.
Okay.
Soccer, lacrosse. A lot of those shoes are just trash, for lack of a better term. They're just plastic. And in those, if you got a kid that's playing a lot of sports or doing, on those shoes for 2 hours a day, we'll use orthotics a lot for those. Okay. For sure.
Very good. So you are like the Richard Bronson of chiropractic.
I don't know about that.
You're an international man of mystery. You got your little spot down in the Dominican, but you stand-up paddleboard, you're a surfer, hydrofoil.
Hydrofoil.
You do that. What's your favorite thing to do down there?
In the Dominican?
Yeah.
Stand-up paddle, for sure.
For sure.
It's funny, too, because I was there this winter, and I'll be going back this month. We actually have a mini practice down there now. I started working on people there. So I sit on my porch, look at the ocean, and I'm working a couple, 2-3 days a week. It's pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome. Not a bad office.
No, it's a great retirement strategy.
There you go. So we are going to jump right into the lightning round. I'm going to ask you a couple questions, rapid fire.
Okay.
Answer as fast as you can.
Gotcha.
Okay. If you were in a food eating contest and you could eat one food and win, what would it be?
One food and win. Boy, rapid fire. Vanilla ice cream.
Oh, okay. I like that one. If you had to go back in time and tell yourself something when you were 16, what would you tell yourself?
Oh, boy. I've always worked hard, so it wouldn't be that. Just, I don't know. I can't really change that much.
Okay.
I'm not going to change anything.
Just, keep the path.
Yeah, stay on a good path. So, yeah, totally.
And then, final question: if you could bring someone back from the dead and have dinner with them, who would it be?
Bring someone back from Abe Lincoln.
You know what? I was thinking Abe when someone asked me that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He never told a lie, right?
That's what they said. That's Washington. You're on the wrong decade.
God, who's the cherry tree?
That's Washington.
God. Who had the beard?
Who had the beard? Abe Lincoln.
All right, that was Lincoln. Okay. Right. So, Dr. Mark Kemenosh, where can we find you besides the shop? You're on Facebook.
We're on Facebook. We have a very active website, drmarkkemenosh.com. We keep it up to date.
Okay.
Put a lot of information on there. So if this is the infomercial, we see, as Zach said, lots of athletes, but we do a lot of preventative work as well. We see lots of weekend warriors. So people, want to stay in shape. They get dinged up a little bit here and there. We'd like to fix it. I'd like to... if we work on you for the 4 or 5 or 6 times and you don't get better, we have a really good team that we can get you to. Sports docs, medical doctors, therapists, whatever it takes, massage, acupuncture, even nutrition. So we try to cover all the bases. We don't promise that we can do it all, but we have the team that can do it for you.
Okay, very good stuff. Cool guy, doing great work if you're injured, or even better, preventive.
Absolutely.
Cannot stress that enough.
Right.
Go hit him up, Mark Kemenosh. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Zach. I really appreciate it.
See you guys.